On it.
Fiends.
On it.
10? All right, we're good. We're going back in. Count it from there, Shaye. I'll hear you. Yeah, we're on. All right, good. We're live, man.
We're back, guys.
Hey, we were just going back to what we were talking about as far as lyrics go, man. You know, I've always been someone that was into lyrics as well, whether it be listening, whatever. But taking pride in lyrics, is that something that, you know, maybe it was an artist you looked up to coming up, whatever it was, or you always wrote and always kept that, you know what I'm saying? What was it that gives you that pride as far as lyrics go, man?
Just the era that I came up in.
That's right.
You know, when I came up, you know, it was battles on the spot, on site. And it was just like if you were MC, you were a rapper, you know, you were given this platform to rap, and you had to be good at it to even be, for people to even entertain you. You had to be nice. So I learned from some of the best, man. I'm grateful for the era I grew up in, you know, Pun, Jay, Big, Nas, dudes like that inspired me. So I can't be a product of those type of MCs and not be a spitter, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
And I think sometimes people maybe get away with like saying they're a rapper but not really rapping. I mean, that's just my opinion. But I mean, people get away with maybe singing a whole song, whatever it might be, but never get to the actual bar work and shit. And that's kind of what, you know, I came up on as well. And it goes back to that, like, hip hop started from kind of like a competitive standpoint as far as the battling and all that kind of stuff. So.
And not to cut you off, but I'm always competitive, even like with my peers. You know what I mean? Like on the ST album, like throughout the recording process, I would go in the studio and I look at Term, I'm gonna be like, son, I'm about to body you. Like, even with my peoples, you know what I'm saying? Or I'll lay a verse down and I'll be like, yeah, you sure you want to rap off after that? Like, you sure you don't want to just hang it up? You know, we do that. Cause steel sharpens steel, and you gotta keep each other on toes. You know what I mean?
What makes the crew is they're thinking the same thing when they come in the studio with you. Like, you sure you're ready to go with me right now? Like, that's what's up.
Do you also battle?
I did that. You know, I come from the era where you know, battle rap is real, like, has evolved a lot and it's a lot bigger now. But I've never done it in that format. I always did it, you know, where it was just on the spot, no preparation. We would go off top. Or you could spit some rhymes you had, but my bars weren't prepared for you. It was almost like a cipher, but whoever's bars were hot. And I would enter, like, you know, battle tournaments, and it was like 16 heads and for like 1,000, and winner takes all. You know, now they're getting these big ass checks to underperform a lot. Like a lot of them are robbing them.
Well, yeah, you know, and you said it, underperform, and a lot of the times I feel like also with the way the battle rap scene is now, and don't get me wrong, I watch a lot of them. I'm fans of some of these dudes, but some of these dudes, like, I don't know if they could do it on a beat. They're used to doing the acapella and just saying what they wrote, but it's a whole nother thing when you're actually flipping styles and kicking it to the beat and all that shit.
You have the technical part as well. You know?
And not only that, you know, being conceptual and structuring songs. There's a lot that goes into making records. So.
Yeah, talking about something and creating it a different way, and that's all part of hip hop, man. It ties in.
Absolutely.
Hey, so with this new project, man, you mentioned it came out maybe 6 weeks or so ago. What can they expect from this, man? I see we got 16s. There's bonus on the show too.
If traditional boom bap hip hop is your thing, I'm very confident you're gonna like this album. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
That's right.
If you like that's on the radio, like I say, man, like just because I don't do what they do doesn't mean that there's not a place for it. You know,
I like
cool.
that.
It's cool. Like, I'm not knocking what anybody does, because, you know, if you putting food on your table by mumbling, shit, I'ma mumble too if I gotta feed my kids. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't knock any of that. But, you know, if you're into that, you might not be into mine. So, but if you like those bars and you like that official shit, I feel like you like it.
Hey, man, and I think all that's, you know, everything comes full circle, man. But I believe that people are looking for them lyrics again. I mean, the music that you're talking about, it's having its run and everything, and there's still a fan base for it. Yeah. But I feel like hardcore hip hop heads are now looking for that shit again, the lyrics. And Chino said it too. Chino's been here before, and like real bars still matter, bro.
Yeah.
And that's what's
It's
up.
true.
It's never gone anywhere. I just believe like negativity rules the world, especially in the social media era. And what happens is people are taking emphasis off of it because they're too busy hating on what they don't like. So you know, if you stop
Focusing
doing
on the
that,
negative, right.
if you stop doing that and you support what you like will do well.
That's right, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I'm glad you came here and kept it real 100 with us, man. That's the album out right now, plus the Crew project is not available on hard copies yet, but it will be soon. Is that what you meant?
Yes, ST
Okay.
The Squad, self-titled. The lead single, the video is called It's the ST2, and produced by Static Selector. It's just on YouTube as well. So
Do you guys plan on touring the album at all?
probably not, just because there's so many of us, and like good luck getting us all together.
Yeah,
Like,
10 of you, that's right.
yeah, it's just like
That's a
you
big
know.
ass tour bus.
Shout out my man DJ Dada. Like we joke, like I would joke with him about like, yo, I can't believe this shit is out. Like I can't believe this shit happened.
Yeah, that's
you know?
a lot of people to get together
Yeah.
and try to coordinate schedules. And
You know,
I
but
know. It's hard
it-
with 3 people.
It really took for Dada to just like kind of say, all right, I'm doing this shit. I'm about to get this shit out. You know, he really like held it down. He was the anchor of the whole thing. So we kind of call him the RZA of the whole thing that kind of kept it together. And now he's just make sure it's getting where it needs to be.
Usually, like, yeah, thanks for people like that to keep things put together, man. For real, keep it structured, because we will be wilding sometimes. Hey, as far as the scene, you know, over where you're from, bro, because I really don't get to travel, and I'm gonna make it a point in these next couple of years. I really gotta travel, but as far as the scene in hip hop, man, what is your opinion on from where you're from as far as hip hop goes, G?
In what sense?
Like, I mean, like as far as the movement's going, like up and coming artists, stuff like that.
Listen, a lot of the younger new wave of Boston cats is like they're making a lot of noise. You have the like obviously you will always have the terminology, the Rex, and even Static if you want to put them there, because Static is from home, and they just on a worldwide level. But you got cats like Millie's and Avenue, Cousin Stairs that are making noise and doing things like on a more national level as well. So I feel like it's the scene is close. We don't have that breakthrough artist yet. We haven't had that that's like been consistently, you know, popping. But I feel like that can change soon.
But because you've been doing your thing for a minute too, like how about like up and coming MCs? You see that potential in some of these cats that you recognize out there?
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot. I mean, you're gonna hear some of it there. Like you know, you're gonna hear like Prano and Avenue and Millie's on there, and there's a lot of talent. And you know, I couldn't tell you exactly what it is with the Boston scene, but it's just like a black cloud or something like that. It's never really got. You know, we were close a couple times, but never really got there. And I think soon enough it'll happen.
Yeah, I mean it happens a bunch of different places like that though. I feel like people like they know that it's about to hit that one spot, but the thing is that the essence of hip hop is there and alive and well, and man, that's
alive
a good
and well.
thing. Yeah, that's a good
exactly.
thing. I even see it, you know, doing the show here, bro. We see a lot of artists come through, and you know, as a hip hop head from way back, like it makes me feel good when I see some of these up and coming MCs like really like kind of doing it the right way and like studying the art form of hip hop in general. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we've had some super young dudes come in here who just have knowledge of, I mean, talking about like Run DMC, and they're like 17 years old.
Whether it be their an uncle or brother that put them onto it, or they just did their natural research but I feel like we're in a good place still, bro.
I always say any profession you choose, you should know the history. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do medical, you gotta study it. Yeah. You know, and you have to get you gotta be certified. Just like, you know, LeBron didn't watch Oscar Robertson play, but he acknowledges him. You know, and that's what makes him excellent as well. You know what I mean?
And he goes back and looks at those.
Exactly.
Because he is always talking about the history of the sport, bro. Yeah. And I'm glad you said that, because on that same note, what I was mentioning, like with a lot of these young MCs, I feel like we're in a good place, but then I feel like there's a bunch of them, like you said, that are not studying the art form that they got into. You know what I'm saying? So
they know nothing about it, and they don't care that they know nothing about it. They're almost proud.
Right.
It's just
some crazy interviews.
Hip hop is like the only genre where like they put age limits on it. Like, you know, son, you like 30 years old and they calling you grandpa.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they be like, oh, you old. I'd be like, what about your father, nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's your father? You know what I'm saying? Like, have some respect.
Hey, dog, that's real shit you just said. Because I didn't like that from early on. They kind of almost put an age on it. But then you see cats like Jay-Z or E40 or whatever. They still putting out hits, bro.
And it's relieving. And it's relieving that, you know, that it's being accepted well. You know, and it's all... It's just one big trend following thing, man. It's just like anything else in the world. Like when people see people gravitating towards something and paying attention to it, they'll do it regardless of age, regardless of race, gender.
And just to say about age, I mean, 2 Chainz, he's commercial, but his first hit came out when he was 38 years old. He was 38 when his first hit came out. He's 41 now.
Was he originally like Titty Boy or something?
Boy,
yeah,
you gotta remember, you know, Jay released Reasonable Doubt when he was 26. And that's like almost like a grandfather compared to some of these young cats. You know what I mean? It's like, and the other thing we got to do is we got to stop making excuses for the young cats as well, because, you know, Prodigy said, rest in peace, on Shook Ones, I'm only 19, but my mind is older. Right. If he recorded Shook Ones at 19, you could do a little better. You could say a little more at 19. You know what I'm saying? And then Nas, when he did Illmatic, was real young as well. So.
Nas is one of them dudes too, because I literally bought that cassette more than once, because like one time it got stolen, another time it melted in somebody's car, bro. Like I bought Illmatic a few times, G, and he was one of them dudes. I felt like, yeah, he was young, but he did his stuff. He was on his game, man. That's right.
Very intelligent.
Yes, man. Easy Money's in the building, man, all the way from Boston, man. When you going back? You mentioned you going back soon, right?
I'm heading back tomorrow night. Yeah.
Tomorrow, man. You feel like you had a good little trip while you were here, though?
Of course, I love it out here. I always have a good time out here.
And when you do come back, make sure you stop by again, brother, for reals.
For sure.
Let me ask you this, because with the new projects out and everything like that, I'm sure you got some shows lined up back home and all that stuff. But as far as music goes, creating and all that, do you have plans to get back in the lab soon? You stay in the lab? What is it like with you in the
I don't stay in the lab like I used to. Just when I'm inspired, I could rock. Like recording music is not really difficult for me. You know what I'm saying? But I just gotta be inspired. If I'm inspired, I'm good. So who knows? Like I might be in the studio this week. I might not want to get in until next month. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on that.
Music's a feeling, bro. Yeah, that's right, man. Thank you for sprinkling the knowledge.
Great interview.
Thank you.
Nice
Thank you
to
for
meet
having
you.
me. Likewise.
Definitely nice to meet you, bro. And let them know all the social media platforms they could get at you, man.
I'm at Easy Money ST on everything. You can follow me I'm mainly on Instagram and Twitter at Easy Money ST. Yeah, man. Follow at ST the Squad as well. Flyer Lansky's out now. Shout out to DJ Beans, my man Jeff.
That's right, man. Yeah, DJ Beans, what up,
and
homegirl?
DJ Beans is a girl.
Yes,
she is.
She's the fly homie, governor. All right, did I do that right? I was trying to do my British. Accent. All right, man. Hey, thank you for coming through once again, man, and we'll catch you next time you come back.
Thank you for having me.
I'm looking forward to peeping the album for sure.
Please do.
Easy Money in the building, man. Shout out Terminology, man. When you come through, stop by the B-side. We got you. All right, man. We'll be right back after this video, yo.
Salute.
To when all us was starving, then I discovered lyrically I'm sort of a problem. So when you hear this flawless recording, cherish your money and thank God I never resorted to robbing. 0626 8 deuce when I arrived. Grew to admire guys who were spitting fire bars, who knew that I would rise, and quiet guys that hated and going to quiet ties with the ones I idolize. I grind cause I'm beyond what I was on, B. Hated putting my sneakers on when they was grungy. Trying to get on, son, I was hungry. Slinging trash bags full of racks. Mom thought it was laundry. I'm trying to make the balance and stay away from wildin', but ain't no face of smiling. I ain't becoming no waste of talent. If you ain't trying to progress, you don't impress me. Show off cause you can't spell hustle without that S. More money, more crime. Screaming the pole 9, I hold mine down. Ain't no getting it if you don't grind. Homie, I want the the whole nine. Real ones are co-signed, they know I'm official. Let's get this money, it's go time. Say let's get this money, it's go time. You heard? Gotta get this money, it's go time. Let's get this money, it's go time. Can't stop, gotta get that money, it's go time. Here today, fade away. Here tomorrow, leave my heart in sorrow. Hey yo, Static, I gotta take him off of here, man. It was only one, and that's me. And the truth they scared to say. For that fighting, sucker think he good. Sucker think he could whoop me, my nigga. Now I know he can't whoop me, my nigga. Listen, hey yo, y'all niggas whole style is chump. Feel like a frog dog, I encourage y'all to jump. The cow to pump, give it to you how you want. However you decide, it's a suicide. Got my hammer and my boots is tied. Homie, my troops arrive. Fuck playing on the losing side. I blow, blow herbs. Y'all niggas is cowards. Don't really want none of that coward. Nah, you clap your brother for a couple G's, son, but you wouldn't pop a crooked copper for your freedom. Ask them cats if I had them gas, that's a fact. But thank God I ain't had to clap. So if I do shoot, you know I'm going for them blue suits. Aim at his Bluetooth, bet you I knock a screw loose. But if it hit the fan, can't let him get your man. Click and blam, dip to Japan, ain't tryna hit the can. Easy. But the shit hit the fan today. And the truth they scared to say. I will. Yes, I will, baby. I will. Yeah.
The shooter.
To when all us was starving, then I discovered lyrically I'm sort of a problem. So
All right, Shaye. He's gonna do something live. All right, we're live, man. This is how we do it, man. We're gonna get into something because we got Easy Money in the building, and it's only right he busts some live shit. Digi's got beats on deck. So, oh yeah, let me get him a mic.
Digi has them
all. You might need that.
Check.
Easy Money in the building. We're gonna turn that beat up. Let's get it.
Check. Prodigy, rest in peace, done. Check. Easy. Fly Lansky's out now. Check it out. We on the B side with it, but I'ma bring you out to the east side with it. That's where I'm from. Check. I would rest my head with nothing. Like damn, I have to get right. I guess sleep for dinner gon' have to suffice. Want something, you gotta take it. Ain't no asking polite. No. Thank you, brother.
That shit was hard, G. He said K when you text him.